Alright, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you're doing fine, and I greet you to another patch notes video, and we're gonna talk about 1.7.2. So, a short overview, what we will discuss today. First of all, there will be new gun variants. There will also be a RNG nerf. I know you were waiting for that one. There will also be a little bit of a rework and a rebalancing of existing weapons and ammo types. Then we will have a little bit more of, smaller stuff, but I still want to mention it in a further balance changes bundle. And then another highlight in this video, we have two new features in the game. The first one will be daily extractions, and the second one will be dark tribute. So if you're only interested in certain topics, timestamps in the description below. Also keep in mind that this is not on the live server yet, so check the pinned comment should there be any changes the next couple days and week. Let's get this started. And we get to start with the Berthier Deadeye. So this one was not the biggest surprise because it got already teased on social media and other platforms. We will get a Berthier Deadeye. It will cost 388 bucks, so it is reasonably priced in my opinion for a long ammo bolt action rifle. It will work with 3 traits. The first one is Deadeye Scopesmith. So without it, every time you shoot while you look through the scope, you will drop out of the scope, you cycle the bolt, and then you have to ADS again. With this one you can stay in the scope. It also benefits from steady aim. Steady aim is a trait where you have less sway while looking through the scope. Keep in mind it's a build-up trait, so the full effect comes after a couple seconds. And we have Bullet Grubber. Bullet Grubber is actually pretty nice for the Berthier, because without it and you shoot once and you reload, you will lose 2 bullets, not just 1. So these 3 traits work with the Berthier. That's it for the Berthier. I would say we have a look at the Scottfield right now, because damn, that's a lot of variants. Okay, now let's have a look at these variants and some clips. And we're not getting 1, we're not getting 2, we're actually getting 3 Scottfield variants with this patch. The first one is the Scottfield Swift for 95 bucks, and yes, that is the one with the speed loader. Lots of people were asking for that one. There's one drawback though, and it's this one right here, ammo lost with partial reload. So what's that mean? If you shoot your Scottfield once or twice, and you hit the reload button with the speed loader variant, then the ammunition that is still in the pistol will be lost. So faster reload, but the trade-off is you have to be careful when you hit the reload button. And yes, it works with dual wielding. The next one is the Scottfield Spitfire for 108 bucks. And as you can see in the picture, they added this extra finger hold here. Due to that, it has a faster rate of fire. But it also has a shorter barrel, and that means the crosshair is a little bit bigger. It has a bigger bloom. Shorter barrel, less accurate. Now, I asked the devs because I was curious regarding this one. Faster rate of fire, does it mean that fanning is faster? And they said no, fanning will be the same rate of fire as the regular Scottfield. I think this is pretty good. And then we have one more, and that is the Scottfield Precision for 85 bucks. We know already that from the gun Precision, so I hit the details. Basically, it shoots a little bit faster. It's more stable and it has less recoil. I think that one will be my favorite out of the 3, but we will talk about that in the last chapter where I talk a little bit regarding my personal opinion. Alright, that's it for the Scottfield. And you know what, let me quickly show you a few clips regarding the new Scottfields. This is taken from the dev stream, so you might hear the boys talk in the background. This is the Spitfire, and I have to say the fire rate is really close to the officer. They mentioned it also in the dev stream. And I think I like this. The main issue that I always had with the Scottfield was that it shoots too slowly and it's kinda hard to get into the rhythm. This right here is the Scottfield Precision, and it's just a beauty. I think, again, this will be the one that I like the most. But there's one more, and we're gonna have a look at that too. This right here is the Swift, and I have to say, this might be the best one. Maybe not the one that I like the most, but dang, dude, with fanning, look at this reload speed. This is absolutely insane. They're also showing how the partial reload is making you lose ammo. So these are gone. Bam, 6. There we go. But wait, there's more. The Winfield 1873. So this one surprised me a little bit. So the Winfield 1873 changes. That is for the Winnie C, the regular Winfield, and I think it's even for the medium-sized Winfield. They have already special ammo, of course. They have high velocity, they have incendiary rounds. And now they will get FMJ. Let me refresh your memory real quick. what does FMJ do? It increases the penetration, so even compact ammo can penetrate metal then. Also, it keeps its damage for a longer distance, so the damage drop-off starts later, which results in a, you know, increased headshot range. I don't have the exact value right now. I will guess it's around 120, 130 meters. Right now it's at 95. But there's also a drawback. FMJ reduces the muzzle velocity. And my guess is, right now, without special ammo, it's 400, and it will drop to around 340. I took the Deadeye as an example because that is 410, and it drops down to 350. So I guess the Winfield will be, give or take, around the same drop-off. And the FMJ costs 35 bullets. We will discuss this, though, in the last chapter, because a Winnie Swift with levering and FMJ bullets might be interesting. But wait, they nerfed levering and a few more things. Let's check that out. Oh boy, it's finally happening. RNG nerfs. I think lots of people were waiting for this one, that the RNG in Hunt got nerfed, and it happened. So what did they do? A few things are now a little bit less accurate. What did they do? They removed the crouch accuracy bonus. So you probably can already guess where I'm going with this one, right? It affects dual wield, levering, and fanning. I'm not a huge fan regarding dual wielding, so I welcome that a lot. I don't think it was very necessary for levering and fanning, but I take it. But that's not all. For dual wielding, they also increased the recoil. Now, before everybody is like, oh wow, dude, dual wielding finally nerfed into the ground, I think you have to be really careful with this one. These changes, you might not feel them close range. I didn't play that yet, so we will see soon. It's probably something more regarding this, you know, you get headshotted at 30 meters and stuff like that. Or you get two-tapped at 30 meters by dual conversion pistols. So this will most likely help against all this long distance dual wielding, and I think for close range you will not feel these changes too much. But hey, it's a start, and let's see if it needs further tweaking. I'm pretty confident Crytek will take action. It got a little bit quiet regarding the bow, so let's check out the changes. So this will be a very short chapter. They increased the damage for the minimum draw, so that is okay. I think for PvP this will not matter too much. You still need the full draw to reliably kill people. It's more of a panic shot maybe, that you get a little bit more damage output, but don't you worry, the minimum draw will not kill you. Also, they increase the damage against grunts and hellhounds. That's it, to make it easier to one-hit kill them. I think this is okay. The bow right now, not a lot of people play it. Everybody was at the beginning when it got released, oh my god, bow OP and da-da-da-da-da. They nerfed 100 hands into the ground. And you have to keep in mind that these bow changes are only for the normal ammunition. So this is not for the poison arrows. This is just for the normal ones. Alright, so that's the bow. But there's something else that is pretty spicy and got a lot of changes in the past already. Let's check that out. And would you look at that? Another Dragon Breath change. So I wonder if there will be ever patch notes where they don't have to touch Dragon Breath, but honestly I'm okay with it because it's fire and you have to be really careful with fire. That can easily get too strong and too annoying. So I like it that they take every time baby steps and try to find the sweet spot. Because right now Dragon Breath is still ass. So what did they do? They increased the damage and also they increased the one-hit kill range slightly. And you will see that it's not very far. So for the long and medium barrels you have 5 to 6 meters. So medium barrel is, for example, a Spectre bayonet or the double barrel shotgun. Yes, I know the double barrel shotgun does not have Dragon Breath. And the short barrels, they're like 3 to 4 meters. So 3 to 4 meters, this is really not far. They basically have to sniff the barrel for a one-hit kill. So that's Dragon Breath. Let's see if we will see Dragon Breath in the next patch notes video again. They're also gonna change the explosive crossbow. Let's see if it's a buff or a nerf. Yeah, I'm not happy about this one, so explosive crossbow changes. Aim punch reduced when hit by explosion. That's not an issue. I actually like that one because aim punch is a bitch. However, the spare ammo got reduced from 1.6 to 1.4. So you really don't get a lot of ammo with the thing. And the hipfire spread is increased, which is okay too. Now people have to aim a little bit more carefully with ADS. I think this is okay. I know from where this is coming. Definitely not from the PC player base, because the explosive crossbow on PC is an absolute meme. On console though, this is a different topic. I will talk about this again in the final chapter of the video. There's one more bullet point though, and it's affected by friendly fire changes. Friendly fire changes? What's that? Okay, next up I'm just gonna bundle all the further balance changes. So there are a few smaller topics that I want to talk about, and I'm just doing them all in one go now. The first one is friendly fire that I mentioned already in the last chapter. So there's no more reduced damage to yourself and your team with explosives. So this counts for all sticks and bundles. It also counts for explosive ammo, which includes the explosive crossbow. So what does that mean? Right now, when you shot the crossbow, the explosive one, at the ground, there was a damage reduction. For you, not for the enemy. So on console, this was probably an issue because people ran into a house, shot the explosive crossbow, dealt a shit ton of damage to the enemy without receiving that much. Which is, of course, unfair. I get that. So this is totally fine. It also works on red barrels. So right now, I don't know if you were aware of this, which will probably change very soon in a couple next days. If somebody shoots a red barrel and you explode the red barrel with the second shot, it will not kill you, because this damage reduction modifier for yourself and your team is active on this explosion. You could actually save your ass by shooting a red barrel that got ignited by an enemy, which of course doesn't make a lot of sense. Also bomb plant splash damage, but yeah, bomb plant splash damage is whatever. So I like these changes, so you now have to be a little bit more careful. But you're like, I don't know, man, I kill myself every second day with frag bomb. This can't be true. Well, a frag bomb doesn't count. Frag bomb is always a little bit difficult because it counts as rending / shrapnel damage and not really as explosive damage. I'm just explaining how it is. I'm not, you know, answering here any logic questions. So, same with Bulwark. Bulwark is not protecting you from frag bombs, only from dynamite bundles. So, there you go. A little bit of knowledge at the side here. These changes, I like them a lot. Then, next one is the Red Skull Revive. I think that overall the Red Skull Revive was a good addition. Just the penalty for using it was not big enough. So now it deals 50 damage, up to from 25. This was necessary, and I already talked about this on stream a couple times. If it's dealing only 25 and you have a big bar on your right, you can constantly revive your teammates without needing any meds. And that was kind of BS, so I'm really happy about this. But you're like now, but what if I'm on my last bar? I'm gonna kill myself with that. No, it's gonna work exactly like with Necro. It will stop at 1 HP. You cannot kill yourself with the Red Skull Revive. So thumbs up for this change right here. Then next, Trip Mines. Poison Trip Mine. Oh, nice. The cloud stays now for 30 seconds. I think this is cool. Poison Trip Mines as a standalone, when you get them, they were kind of meh. But now you can block off entry points for 30 seconds. I think this is nice. Also now they deal intense poison. That is kind of mean. So now for Concertina Trip Mine, let's see how this will work. The poison cloud from Poison Trip Mine, I think it stays for 2 seconds right now, something like that. It disappears very quickly. I like this, but you know me, I love traps, so this is a thumbs up from my side too. Then Alert Trip Mine, there we go. It deals now burning damage. I think it will work just like Incendiary rounds. So 1 Alert Trip Mine will not set you on fire, but if you stack 2, it might set you on fire. Which is cool because sometimes you just don't find any red barrels or yellow barrels, so you can place now 2 at the door or at the window, and at least you will set people on fire. However, they no longer go off in water. Shame. We did some very cool combos there with alert trip mines and sticky bombs and stuff like that that will not be possible anymore, or at least not in that form, so we have to get creative again. So overall, I like these changes a lot. I also would like to see Concertina Trip Mines cost a little bit less, because $90 for them is... it's a little bit pricey. Then, next are Decoy Changes. Yeah, you heard it correctly. They produce now footsteps. So you toss one, and it will produce a footstep. It depends on the surface that you hit, obviously. So, you can probably bamboozle them. So, it will make like a shuffle noise. It will work when people are very close to you. How good it will be, it depends. We will have to play with that a little bit. Will it replace actually other tool slots? Will it be that good? Also, interacting with them is less audible. Something that I absolutely love, because if you're close, you can hear people whip out the decoys and you will know, okay, the next step that I'm gonna hear, you can also hear the tossing, you know it's basically fake. So there you go. Equipping, unequipping, and throwing for decoys will be a little bit more quiet. One more thing in this chapter. Exactly, horse changes. I know, nothing major. Well, actually, that's not true. They take now more time to calm down, so if you trigger one, you should actually kill it and not just move along. Also, put it out of its misery, please. And the throwing axe will now kill without a headshot. So you just toss it on the body and it will die. And also what they did is, it's now easier to retrieve knives and axe. So I think they're not stuck anymore in the horses, so it will make it easier to get them back. Which is good, because I lost track of how many throwing knives and especially throwing axes I lost by tossing them at the horse. So that's it. Next up, we're gonna have a look at 2 new features. And here we go, a new feature. First, bounty extraction bonus. I think we can all agree that the dailies and the weeklies right now are a little bit on the not very exciting side. So I'm pretty happy they're touching this one, because this is exactly what they're doing right now. So daily extraction bonus, how does it work? One condition for that bonus is you need to successfully extract. With bounty, obviously. Before the trolls in the comment section are like, so I just go to the extraction and I get the bonus? Nice. No, you actually have to do some work for that one. Once you have the bonus, for that match, you get 15% more Hunter XP and 20% more Hunt dollars earned for the match that you just won. Now, every Hunter can get this bonus once a day. So, if you recruit a new Hunter, you can play him. If you win, he gets the bonus. If you want to have the bonus again, you recruit a new Hunter. This can also be the free Hunter, by the way. Play with this one, you win, and you get the bonus again. Of course, you can keep playing those, but you're not getting that bonus anymore. This is only for that one specific match, once a day, with this Hunter. The timer resets every 24 hours. Well, duh, because it's a daily. One more thing that is important, there is now a daily stack. What does that mean? So, you can get one of these stacks per day. So that means if you got the daily extraction bonus, you get 1 out of 5. The next day, you have to do it again. Next day, you have to do it again. You need 5 consecutive successful extractions with any Hunter. Alright, so I summarize this again. You can get this daily extraction bonus as often as you want, as long as you're always picking a new Hunter. The daily stack can only gained, well, once per day. Alright, so even if you're winning 20 bounty hunt matches, you extract 100 bounty tokens. For this daily stack, you only get 1 token. If you successfully do this for 5 days, you get a reward of 25 BBs. So what happens if, you get sick one day, stuff like that? Then it resets, so you have to do it again. So yeah, they're forcing you a little bit to play more, but I think the reward is worth it. You have to keep in mind nothing of, on this slide here is a super must-have. It's just giving you something to grind, besides prestige, which is actually pretty nice. So I'm happy. Again, I summarize this once more. Daily extraction bonus. Take a new Hunter, free or one that already has upgrade points, one from Quick Play or Legendary Hunter, doesn't matter. Extract the bounty token, you get the bonus. You can get the bonus multiple times a day, but only with other Hunters. Then the second thing is the daily stack. You must win in 5 consecutive days to get this 5 stack of bonus. to get your reward of 25 BBs. Now, this is how it looks like when you have it already. You have this like yellowish golden icon there, and you can see at the top that it's actually counting up to 5. There you go. I will also link the dev stream where they explain it a little bit more in detail. I just try to have here a summary regarding the patch notes. So that's feature number 1. Let's jump to feature number 2, which is a little bit more interesting. And the second feature, Dark Tribute. So how does this work? You have to grind XP, Bloodline XP. Now, important to notice, retiring hunters does not count, so you have to actually play the game. There's 4 thresholds. One is at 1.5k, 5k, 7.5k, and 10k XP is the last one. You can, you know, skip the last one by making a deal with Mr. Cherry for 100 BBs. You know what? I'm gonna show you how this looks. This is right here, 2.5k XP. You give an offering, there's a nice little animation, and you get a reward. In this case, it's 2 upgrade points for your current roster hunters. And this is what I mentioned with making a deal with Mr. Cherry. Once you are at the last milestone, and that is after 7,000 XP grinded, you can skip the last 3,000, or grind it if you prefer, by paying 100 BB to get to basically the final part. Now, why collect all this XP? Well, you can get multiple rewards. And here's the catch, that resets every 24 hours. So you have 1 day to gain 10,000 XP. There you go. You can get exclusive Legendary Hunter, Legendary items and instances, XP, upgrade points, hunter slots, equipment, instances, hunt dollars, and bloodbounds. Now, I can see already the comment in the comment section. What are instances? So instances means you get the item, but not the unlock. Okay? So you could get, for example, the Lebel Marksman Legendary, the Zorngeist. So you have one in your inventory, but it's not unlocked, right? It's the same with the equipment instances. You could get, for example, the Legendary Constantina bomb, but that's it. So, now, I think this is pretty nice because you can also get Bloodbounds. This is probably at the end of the day, after the Legendary Hunter, the most interesting one. 24 hours for 10,000 XP can be quite a lot. It depends how good you are. Again, I need to play myself first. I think you can do it in an evening rather easily. I checked a little bit my recordings. Multiple thousand XP for a good match is absolutely no problemo. And if you struggle and you're one of these people who have like a shit ton of BBs, you can skip at least the last part. And at the end of the day, it's up to you if you want these rewards or not. There we go. So, these are the 2 new features. I would say we have a look at some new legendary skins. We are almost at the end. Let's have a look at the shiny stuff. And what's always good? Shiny new toys. So here we go. Flare pistol, the best beacon for 400 BBs. I'm not somebody who plays the flare pistol a lot, but if you are a flare pistol enjoyer, this might be for you. I do play Romero quite a bit though. So this one right here for 700 BBs might be really cool. I'm a bit sad that it's again a Talon and we're still not getting a rifle that has blunt damage attachment. They could make that stock metal reinforced, keep the animation and just change it to blunt damage. That would be absolutely awesome. Maybe one day. Then we have the Winfield musket bayonet. So very unique skin, I have to say. I also like that there's this little tiny pieces of paper there. But it's a Winnie musket bayonet. It's weird. Not a lot of people play it, although on paper it's so good. I might give it a try the next couple of days and weeks, right after playing the new Scottfields, the new Berthier, and yeah, this might take a while. And the last one, we have the Bornheim match, the Mockingbird. Also pretty nice because this time we have actually 2 guns without any legendary skin and they finally get one. So the Bornheim match for 800 BBs looks awesome, but Bornheim match, although the Bornheim match is probably the best one from all the Bornheims. And again with the Winfield musket bayonet, 2 new legendaries. Yeah, dude, absolutely loving that. Okay, there is also a DLC coming in a couple of days. I'm not covering this. If you want to see that, it got featured in the dev stream. The dev stream is linked in the description below. All right, let's go to the final chapter. And here we go, final chapter, my personal opinion. Okay, it's cool that you're still sticking around. You seem to care about my opinion. It's highly appreciated. So I'm gonna talk now a little bit freestyle regarding what I think about the update. Keep in mind, in a couple of weeks this might change, so please don't quote me in 6 months regarding what I say today. Alright, let's get this going. I want to start with the Berthier. I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of Deadeye scopes, but that's just a personal thing. I know people who like the Deadeye scope, and if you enjoy Deadeye scopes, keep using them, it's fine. For me personally, the little bit of extra zoom is not really worth it to sacrifice all that field of vision, but it might change with the Berthier. I'm gonna give it a try and then probably be disappointed. Next are the Scottfields, and the Scottfields are... Whew, I have to say the Spitfire is really close to an officer. You can't really use the absolute fire rate of an officer anyway, because you still have to aim in between, right? So you have to realign your crosshairs and stuff like that, so... We might be looking towards some really good Scottfield value. For me personally, the Scottfield precision will be the strongest. Together with a bow, I will play that a lot once I can. The Swift, yes, if you like to use fanning, but fanning got nerfed, so I don't know how good fanning will actually be. It's not very reliable. As a backup, it's nice. You can definitely catch people off guard because the reload is insanely fast. And there is no hint for you whatsoever when you fight somebody with a Scottfield. You don't know, is it a regular Scottfield or is it a Scottfield Swift? You will probably find it out when it's too late. So yeah, Scottfields, big thumbs up from my side. Love it. More variety, also more hopefully viable and legit medium slot weapons. So yeah. Then next, what was the one? The Winfield with the FMJ ammo. I don't think I'm a fan of a Winfield with FMJ ammo. Mostly because of the insane wallbang potential with levering and the Winnie Swift. The Winnie comes with a lot of spare ammo. I don't think you can actually stack ammo though, so it might be balanced here. But hiding in a barn from a Winnie Swift with levering that has FMJ loaded, that won't be fun, even with the levering changes. So we will see how strong that will be. Alright, on paper it looks strong. For regular iron repeater Winfields, I think this is cool. For everything else. The RNG Nerfs regarding dual wielding, I absolutely love them. Not because I think dual wield is OP, mostly because I want people to stop nagging regarding dual wield, because it's totally getting out of hand. And I personally am not a huge fan of dual wielding, levering and fanning, so if they nerf that, I don't care too much. Although I have to say, the nerfs for fanning and levering, I don't think they were necessary. They got already nerfed once, at least fanning with the bigger bloom and stuff like that. And I personally thought fanning and levering, they were in an okay-ish place. Maybe not perfect, because if you crouch to get the accuracy boost, honestly, you were a sitting duck there, alright? So there was a drawback of being an easy target. But hey, let's wait and see. Maybe we will actually not feel it too much. Again, I don't think that close range you will feel too much change. It will be more like, I don't know, further distances. I don't want to say no any number because I know people will quote me, but I guess at 20 meters or something like that, yeah, you might feel that with levering. Especially when you are not the center of attention, they're shooting your teammate and you think you can sneak in like a couple crouched levering shots, that will be gone. So for dual wielding, yes, I like it. For levering, fanning, need to test it first. Then the bow changes, I don't think you will feel them too much. They buff the regular arrows. I don't know, I take the poison arrows for PvE, PvP, and I take the regular ones to break glass, to break lanterns and stuff like that. I'm not really using the regular ones for PvE because the poison arrows are so goddamn good. But hey, less risk of actually losing some arrows. So I think it's a nice change because the bow right now is in a tough spot. I personally think in PvP the crossbow is better, but yeah, I might do a video. I wanted to do a video regarding bow and crossbow, so hopefully soon. But first I have a couple other videos I want to do. Then Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath, yes, Dragon Breath is trash, but you absolutely have to be careful how good you make Dragon Breath. Because once you are beyond that threshold where, you know, it's really, really good, it will be so annoying to play against. Right now, it's not really affecting your gameplay because how often do you actually see Dragon Breath? There's a few memers running around there. Sometimes I do it, and every time I do it, I'm like, yeah, okay. Literally everything else would have probably killed my target. The one-hit kill range slightly increased there by a little bit. Yes, that is okay. I like it. Dragon Breath buffs, the way they are right here in the video, I think they're okay. But I like the baby step approach. Not going ridiculously overboard and then nerfing back. Step by step. Then the crossbow changes. Well, it's mostly for the explosive crossbow. I am not okay with this. I'm gonna be completely honest regarding this. Nerfing the explosive crossbow on PC is... I don't know what to think about it. I do understand that on console it is an issue. I get that. But at one point, maybe start balancing console and PC with different patches. It's a totally different gameplay. Bomb plants and explosive crossbow seem to be an issue on console. If I tell you that explosive crossbow and bomb plants are OP on PC, you will get laughed at. They're like a wet fart joke. I don't know. So yeah, not happy about this. So I hope one day we will get split balancing. Don't get me wrong, the aim punch is fine. Also, hipfire spread that it gets increased is cool, but the spare ammo is really, really, really hard. The friendly fire part, I absolutely agree with this. Why is the damage reduction when I shoot the barrel last? Why is the damage reduction against my own explosive? Makes no sense. So, good addition. Red Skull Revive, absolute fan of that. Again, I like that they added the mechanic. Even though solo against trios, it will totally bend you over because you can shoot people in windows a bazillion times and you will not be able to finish them off. But at least now it's punishing. Now they will need a medkit charge. Always. Or have to look for a medkit. So this is really cool. I like this. The changes regarding the trip mines. Yes, they're cool. Alert trip mines. I just checked. They set you on fire when there's 2. At least it looked like that in the dev stream. So thumbs up. You can actually do something with that. Fire is mean in PvP and you always get 4, so you can trap 2. You get 4? No, actually only with... No, you get 4. How many hours do you have in this game? Apparently not enough. Poison trip mine changes, lovely, because they are only good in combos and as standalone they're absolutely useless. I would like to see a cost reduction regarding concertina mines. 90 bucks for doing 90% of the time nothing is kind of mad. The decoy changes, we have to play this. We have to play this. I checked the dev stream again. Yes, that looks nice, that looks awesome. But reality, it depends how fast people can adapt to this and realize that they're getting trolled and it's not actually a real step. The horse changes are whatever. It's cool that you get now the throwing knives and the axes back a little more reliably. For throwing axes, you only need to hit the torso. Yeah, okay. That is cool. Then we have also the daily extraction bonus. This is something that I like. It's not really content. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This patch regarding content is rather on the shorter end, but it gives you at least some grind options where you get something. Yeah, of course they want you to play the game more, and especially with these 5 successful consecutive extractions per day, or like 1 extraction per day, you can feel that. I think it's cool. You don't have to do it because the reward of 25 BBs is kind of, yeah, whatever. Same with the Hunter XP and the Hunt dollars, but there's a goal to grind to that is not prestige. So I like this. You get this basically for free on top. It's also the same with the Dark Tribute that also resets daily. If you manage it, nice. If you're close to it and you have BBs, use them for that. It's fine. And you get some stuff back for it. The exclusive Legendary Hunter, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, okay. That is not the greatest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but the rest is fine. And again, it's something that you get basically for free. There you go. I'm not gonna use blood bonds for this. I think 10,000 XP is pretty easy for me to get, so there you go. The skins, Yeah, they're nice. I still want to see more variants with blunt damage and stuff like that. I also had already like a sneak peek regarding the DLC skins, and they look awesome. That's it. I think the video is already way too long. I just wanted to drop this as fast as possible. So maybe I'll do an update in a couple of weeks. You will see the new guns the next days. So I hope everything will be smooth regarding the release tomorrow. I hope we can release this video today. I will start a little bit later with the stream because on Thursday I have to do something in real life that I cannot postpone. There we go. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate everything. And now we roll the outro. And that's it with 1.7.2. Lots of interesting stuff. The highlight is probably... You know what? Let's play it first. I'm gonna stream the new guns over at twitch.tv/Psychoghost, and of course there will be videos on the channel as soon as possible. Now let me use this moment to thank my patrons for showing amazing support to our little project. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching. Finally some new stuff and bug fixes. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye bye.